It started as a war between the world's great imperial powers. Little over a month, but tens of thousands of lives later, the Allies, Great Britain, France, and Russia, have fought Germany to a stalemate on the Western Front. Germany's plan to defeat France in a quick knockout blow, then turn its military might against Russia, has failed. The war of rapid movement is over. On both sides, there is but one choice if the armies are to continue fighting.
It is absolutely essential not to retreat. Therefore, the men must dig in wherever they find themselves and hold onto the ground they now occupy.
The trench war on the Western Front begins. Both armies dig in. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers, reinforced by wave after wave, millions of new recruits and ever-growing artillery forces, battle along a 475-mile front, from the English Channel to the Swiss Alps. For more than 2 years, the Western Front scarcely changes in length or geographical trace.
We took 5 trenches last night, but we've been put out of 4 of them, chiefly by bombs. We lost some 1,500 men, I'm afraid. The movement was good, but the expense was great.
Small gains take days of non-stop onslaught and cost hundreds of thousands of lives. In 3 years, a third of the soldiers on both sides perish. Neither side can gain a clear advantage. Though stalemated on the Western Front, the conflict has spread quickly to other continents with economic and political ties, and throughout the vast colonial holdings of the European empires. German U-boats torpedo merchant and passenger ships in neutral waters without warning. This unrestricted submarine warfare expands the conflict onto the high seas. With the sinking of the Lusitania in May 1915 and the loss of American lives, the U.S. threatens to break diplomatic ties with Germany, a threat that helps halt Germany's submarine rampage. Still, by the end of that year, the war already called the Great War is now truly a world war. By 1917, the Allies' horizons had darkened. Russia, a crucial member of the alliance against Germany and Austria-Hungary, is racked with political upheaval. Russia's ability to sustain a war effort is waning. Germany, desperate for a breakthrough, can now concentrate troops on the Western Front. Farms in Allied countries have had a weak harvest. Food is short. Sensing that the tide is turning, the German War Council considers a gamble, reinstating submarine attacks on civilian merchant ships supplying the Allies. It's a race against time, but the Germans believe they can starve the Allies into surrender before Germany itself is strangled by Britain's ongoing naval blockade. They calculate the risk of drawing America into the war.
It would redeem her in the world's eye. There's a cleansing wind blowing for the nations that would die.